Hello there, my purple banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Adventures Red Chapter. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time we made our way here to Kumquat Island, and after going through a series of events, we defeated Kumquat Island's gym leader, Luana. Let's go ahead and step inside of the gym then, and see if there is going to be a little something for us. It looks like we got a star badge, and that is the 4th out of 4 badges here in the Orange Archipelago. We got no more to go, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and get out of here and make our way to where we need to go. So as you guys can see, I brought us back to Valencia Island. Now I'm going to explain this to you guys because it took me a little while to figure this out. For some reason, Shiva, the teleporting lady, disappears after you get the 4th badge here in the Orange Archipelago. But if you guys make your way, just go surf around, come back to Valencia Island, and then surf from Valencia here to the left, you'll be able to continue the story. I know it gets a little bit tricky, and sometimes with ROM hacks, you have to do these types of things to be able to find your way through, and I'm just glad that we were able to figure it out. So let's go ahead and see if we can surf to the right. We are here in Route 7, and we are very close to where we need to go. I also want to give you guys a very big thank you for all your tips and your comments. Make sure you go ahead and click that like button, as it really does help the series. So we're here in Pinkan Island. We're going to have to run through Pinkan Island, I'm pretty sure. We have to make our way towards Route 8. And then from there, we'll have to figure out, which direction we go. All in good fun. If you guys remember, our boy Rudy told us that we have to go back to Trovita Island. So that is the purpose of all of this. We're trying to get back to the ship to be able to go to Trovita Island and see what Rudy is doing. He said that Pokemon were going crazy, so we're going to go ahead and figure that out. So now, it looks like we are going to go for a dive. I believe it is this diving spot. So let's go ahead and go down into the water, Aquaman. So it is here in Route 8 that we need to dive. Now, we're going to go to the bottom left, and it is this spot here in the bottom left that we are going to go up. So let's go ahead and surf back up, dive back up, and now we're going to surf down to Route 9, ladies and gentlemen. It is here in Route 9 that the ship is located. So I hope you guys were able to find your way here. I know that it's a little bit tricky, but here we go. So let's go ahead and make our way to Trovita Island then. It's been a while since we've been here. Let's go see what's going on here on Trovita. It's been raining for a while. Rodri, watch out! Return! Whoa, you weren't kidding when you said the Pokemon had gone wild. Yeah, it started exactly when this thunderstorm started. All the Pokemon are crazy because of a thunderstorm? We'll never got no thunderstorm in the Orange Archipelago. Still, turning savage for a thunderstorm? I know, I'm confused too. Oh, where's Green? Is something wrong, Rodri? She's dead, Rudy. It's all my fault, man. Oh, okay. Well, what happened? We were attacked by Team Rocket. We were escaping, but I stopped her so we can look for Blue. And that split second, she was attacked by Luana and left defenseless for Porygon to kill. Because of that, both Green and Blue died. It's entirely my fault. Luana, Porygon, Rodri, it's not your fault. You know that, right? For a while, I was blaming myself for what happened to Mari. Till now, I still do. But what good would that do? You're telling me to just forget about it? No, I'm not. I'm not telling you to not care about your friend's deaths. I'm telling you to stop dwelling on it and focus on the problem. Now, who killed your friend? Porygon. Now, there you go. Are you going to let it get away with it? No! I'm going to make it pay. Come on, Rodri. Help me calm these Pokemon down. Okay, guys, so we've made it to Trovita Island. It looks like we're going to have to calm down a couple Pokemon. So let's go ahead and take on this first Pokemon. Here we go, guys. Rodri versus Nidoking, level 60. We got our boy Zuko Jr. up in front, and you guys will be able to see that I have trained up our Pokemon, so they'll be a little bit higher level. They're still not over that 75 bump, but, we're getting there. We'll eventually pass that, and then, I don't know, we'll be going into some crazy level 80 battles. I don't even know how high the levels go in this game, but I expect them to be pretty high up. Was that it? Okay, those aren't all the Pokemon, so let's go ahead and find some other Pokemon in this place. They gotta be a couple more around here. Look at this! Let's take this guy on. I'm definitely ready for this. I'm gonna go ahead and put Thor up in front. As you guys can see, everybody's about 72. Aquaman, 73. Zuko Jr., 73. And then we got our boy Thor. So here we go, guys. Rodri versus! We're gonna be taking on Pidgeot, level 60. it's a good thing that we're this trained up. I definitely recommend you guys train your Pokemon up as much as you can. And I also went and stocked up on full restores, some hyper potions, all those necessities, because I know that we are going to need them, especially after all the Team Rocket grunts we went through. I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, you know, one full restore could have saved the day there. So I just have to make sure we stocked up so that doesn't happen again. Let's surf around then. So that is 2 Pokemon down. We'll see how many more there are in this place. We've been doing pretty good so far. And check it out. It's a little Kingler. Okay, guys, here we go. Rodri versus, we're going to be taking on Kingler. This is Sasha's third cousin. You know, this is Sasha the Kingler's third cousin. This is one of those that, you know, she doesn't normally talk to. They say he's a little, you know, wahoo, and, you know, it seems to be. Maybe it isn't something that's going on in this place. Maybe it's just the Kingler. You never know. With that, guys, we've took down the Kingler. Super effective. So let's keep on moving through here and see what we can find. I think we are just about done. I don't think there will be that many more Pokemon left. Oh, sweet. So it's going to be an Electabuzz. I'm going to go ahead and bring our boy Rocky to the front. Rocky has Earthquake, so I think Rocky is going to be able to handle this quite well. And here we go, guys. Rodri versus Electabuzz. This is the 4th Pokemon that we found here on Trovita Island. Make sure that you guys get all of them so that you can continue on. I know that, you know, you got to make sure you knock out every single event that you can in these hacks, in these games, to trigger all these other sequences of events that will lead you to other events. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how it goes. Super effective. Electabuzz is down. Good thing they're level 60, so this is some pretty good XP for us, guys. Now, let's go ahead and make our way back to our boy, Rudy, and see what he's got to say to us. You know, maybe thank you. A thank you could go a long way here, Rudy. I mean, we've been out here just, you know, saving your whole island. No big deal, dude. Just call us in right after 2 of our friends go missing, which we still have to find. What are we doing here in Trovita Island? Shouldn't we be, like, looking around for green and blue and just trying to figure all this out? That's what our character does. You know, it's up to him to figure it out. Thank you, Rodri! Huh? Porygon! Miss Delia? That's the Porygon that killed Green! Yes. Is that even a Porygon? It evolved twice. The last evolution caused a glitch.
This is a nice storm. Don't you think?
Cut the crap! Poliwrath! Poliwrath! Use Dynamic Punch! Let's go, Aquaman! Return!
I have other plans, Delia. You're up.
I can't believe you would do this! I don't have a choice! Here we go, guys! Rodri versus Delia! Let's go ahead and take on Miss Ketchum! We are going to be taking on Champion Delia. If you guys remember, Delia Ketchum was a champion of the Kanto region. So here we go, guys. This is going to be a very, very tough battle. As you guys can see, Blaziken is level 75. That's why I told you guys, be ready, be trained up, because these Pokemon are looking difficult. They're gonna be pushing level 80 very soon. Who knows what other tougher opponent we're even gonna face. Right now, we're facing Delia Ketchum. You know, she's a legend. She's a legend around these parts, guys. You know, she's been winning leagues. She's a great trainer. What can I say? You know, we have a lot of respect for Delia Ketchum, especially after everything that's going on with her son, too. Kind of messed up that Porygon is, you know, kind of using her in that way. We need to fix this up. You know, our boy Ash, he's been a good guy. We got to watch out for Delia Ketchum. Somebody's got to watch out for them. So let's see what we can do here. We are just about to be good with the Earthquake, ladies and gentlemen, because Blaziken is not going to be able to tank that one out. So with that, guys, Blaziken is down, and that is the first of Delia's Pokemon to go down. I'm definitely excited to see Delia's team. Oh, a Boma Snow. So let's go ahead and bring out our boy, Zuko Jr. You guys already know who I was going to bring out here. So let's go ahead and take on the Obama Snow. I think that's what I used to call it back in the day, you know? You know, read that, you don't even know how you're going to be pronouncing it. I think there's a bunch of Pokemon names like that, too. When I was a kid and I didn't know how to read all these names, some of the names were really, really weird. I'm sure I came up with some really weird ways of pronouncing some of these Pokemon. But you know what? Our boy Zuko Jr. isn't going to mess around. He hit that flamethrower. The Oboma Snow is down. And with that, guys, a Swampert is going to be coming out. So we know we already have our boy Soul ready. Let's go ahead and bring out Soul. And I'm going to go ahead and, you know, we drop these leaves. our boy Soul is always taking down Swamperts. It's the best situation for us to be in, and this is the situation that we are always prepared for. So let's go ahead and keep this going. We've been hitting Delia Ketchum with those counters back to back to back, so hopefully we can just keep that going. The Swampert went for the protect. That's okay. We'll just hang in there and keep it going. You know, lately, guys, I've actually been looking for more games to play on my PC as well. I've told you guys that I play a lot of League of Legends, but, you know, from time to time, you gotta go out there and find something new. I used to play a lot of RuneScape back in the day, but I feel like I've done everything that I could there. I played a lot of old school RuneScape too, once it was re-released, and I pretty much maxed myself out. So, you know, it's like doing the whole thing again. I just pretty much played the game again one time. You pretty much know what's going on after you've played it. So now I'm looking for a couple other games. I've played a couple MMOs here and there, and it'd be cool to try some different ones out. I think MMOs are just so much fun. I love jumping into a game and just completely being immersed in it and just feeling like, you know, you're really in that little world and, you know, meeting all these different peoples and, you know, going around, fighting monsters, fighting bosses. I think that's some of the most fun. I love games like that just really, you know, take you out there. I hope that someday, maybe we'll get, you know, that in VR. We'll get some crazy MMO in VR where you can put on the VR and then you could even see other users there. I think that would be pretty crazy. Now, I'm not talking like full out Sword Art Online where you're gonna, like, you know, have this thing you put on and you pretty much go unconscious and, you know, it takes over your mind, that whole thing. I'm not talking, you know, to that extent, because I know we're still a ways to go with the technology till that. Maybe in like 10 years. Who knows? It could happen. But, you know, till then, maybe we'll get a little something, even if, like, you just put on a VR and they could create a game room or something where you could see your friends in it, and then you could just, like, play, like, table hockey or something. That would be so freaking cool if you could just do that, just be able to see someone, even if it's, like, their digital image, but, you know, someone that's, like, all the way out there. You never know. I could play with my cousin in El Salvador. That would be awesome. Let's go ahead and switch this up, though. This meta champ has actually been a little bit annoying here. I thought we were going to be able to take it out, but it turns out that Champion Delia has a lot up her sleeve. She's got these full restores ready as well, so that is something that we are going to have to deal with. Let's go ahead and go for that Thunderbolt then, and see how much damage that will do. Okay, cool with me. I think with one more Thunderbolt, we should be able to take down this meta champ. As I was saying, though, about the virtual reality, I've actually had the chance to play a couple different ones. I think I played one where I was, like, jetpacking around or something, just, like, around a random place. I think I've done one where I went underwater. I've done one in space. I've played a couple VR games. You know, played Resident Evil. It was a lot of fun. It's definitely scary. And if you've ever tried these VR games, they're getting to the point where it's, like, it's very, very advanced for where we are with VR. So you can only imagine where we will be in a couple of years. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for just the future and everybody else. You know, it's going to be great for kids growing up in the future to have these types of games, to be able to just jump into whatever little reality you want, to just have fun. That sounds really, really cool. We're going to go ahead and go for the Fire Blast. So Zuko Jr. is about to pack some punches here. There's no way the Sceptile stands up to that. And there we have it, guys. Sceptile level 75, took down by Zuko Jr. Nobody messes with the Zuko Jr. Raticate X. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and bring Aquaman back out here. If she's going to be using a Mega, we are going to be using a Mega. So let's go ahead and bring our Raticate X. I mean, we have used Soul already. So, you know, maybe we're the ones who are using more Megas than we should. You never know, right? The more Megas, the merrier. I'm going to get as many Megas as we can. As soon as I find more Mega Stones, we're going to give them to our Pokemon. So with that, guys, let's see what we can do to Raticate X. Now, this is the first time I'm going up against this Pokemon. It looks very, very strange. But let's go for that Dynamic Punch then, and see what we can do to this Raticate. It doesn't affect Raticate X. Okay, what in the heck is Raticate X? We are about to find out, ladies and gentlemen, because we are in the battle of a lifetime. We're getting to fight Delia Ketchum. Who can say they've took on Delia Ketchum? That's pretty crazy. So, the Raticate's got the leftovers. We can't really hit it much. Oh man, Super Fang? I think we'll be okay, but I want to see how much the dive does. So let's go ahead and go underwater, ladies and gentlemen, and figure out a strategy to take down this Raticate X. If you've got to this point in the game as well, let me know what Pokemon you used against the Raticate X and how it went for you. It's always cool to see how your adventures are going, and it's always great to hear how your teams are being built and what strategies you're using. They always help me out as well. It's always great reading through your comments. I really do appreciate everything you guys do for me. We actually reached 600,000 subscribers yesterday. The Purple Banditos. We reached 600,000, guys. So thank you so much for that. You know, it means the world to me that you guys want to listen to my goofy stories and that you enjoy playing through these adventures with me. I wouldn't have it any other way. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world, and that's why I'm going to keep it going and just keep having fun, you know? That's what it's all about. Playing through these games, talking about some random things, and just having fun. It's like playing with friends, and that's really how I see you guys, so I really do appreciate everything. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I've been trying to tweet more, trying to do that a little bit more because I hadn't been using it all that much. So, you know, if you guys ever have any questions for me as well, hit me up on there. Feel free to. I usually respond. So, you know, that's just a good way if you want to hit me up with something that you see in the episode, or, you know, maybe you watch something, another part, you know, just let me know. It's a great way for us to keep in touch, and it's definitely something that I want to do more. A couple of you guys have also been asking me if I'm going to be doing live streaming. So I actually just did a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe live stream a little bit ago. It was about a week or two ago, before I moved, while I was still in Chicago. I did a live stream to test everything out, and it was a whole lot of fun. Now, a couple of you guys showed up and raced with me in the lobby, and it was great. We had some really good races. It was a whole lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to the next one. I definitely would love to stream some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or as more Switch games come out, I definitely want to live stream some Nintendo Switch games. I've thought about playing some Breath of the Wild for you guys, because the thing is, I've completely beat The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've pretty much, you know, 100%ed it, except for the Korok seeds. So I got, you know, all the shrines. I've done all that thing. I'm pretty good at it. Maxed out my armors. I really put in a lot of my time into it for this game. So it's definitely something that I'm pretty good and experienced at. And it would be a lot of fun to show you guys that sort of journey too. So with that, our boy Boomy went down. Boomy, you did so good. I thought for a second Boomy was going to be the one to take out that Raticate X. We're going to go ahead and send out Thor. This is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thor should be able to wrap this battle up. I feel pretty confident in this. As long as the Raticate X doesn't go into the red zone and uses a full restore, I think we'll be okay. So let's cross our fingers, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to find out. Also, Raticate X's Moody is very, very weird. It seems to have its benefit, but then it also seems to not be that good when it lowers a stat that you're currently using. So let's go ahead and go for that Thunderbolt, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, hopefully we will have taken out the Raticate X. What? It went for the double edge. Oh no! Come on, Thor! Oh, Raticate X is hit with recoil. That's it, guys. That's it. Raticate X took itself out, and Thor took itself out. Double KO. We defeated Champion Delia. What a way to end it. We got 3,000 for winning. Rodri, are you okay? Well, that was a tough battle as expected from the ex-champion of Kanto. You've lost, Delia. Give up. I can't. Why are you even siding with such an evil monster? He killed both blue and green. Why? Like I've said back in Kumquat Island, Rodri, you wouldn't understand. Why wouldn't I understand? Because you're not a mother. I'm sorry, Rodri. Wait, you're just gonna let it go? What does she mean? I need to call Professor Oak. There's a telephone in the Pokemon Center. You can use that, Rodri. Thanks for helping me out. No problem, Rudy. So with that, guys, we have defeated Delia Ketchum. Champion Delia. That was a heck of a battle. Pretty crazy that Thor knocked himself out there. But hey, a win's a win.
Hello?
Professor Oak.
Oh, hi, Rodri. I'm glad you're safe.
Why wouldn't I be?
You didn't notice? There's a huge thunderstorm in the Orange Archipelago.
It's just a thunderstorm.
Yes, but the Orange Archipelago never had a thunderstorm before. That is why it is so strange.
Porygon.
I want you to find blue and green and come straight back to Kanto. The islands in the Orange Archipelago have a flat landmass. If this storm continues for one more week, you'll all be underwater. Rodri?
Sorry, I was just deep in my thoughts. Anyway, Professor Oak, what do you know about Delia Ketchum?
Delia. Why, she was the previous champion of the Indigo League. She was also once my assistant, a long time ago.
What about her family?
I'm sorry, Rodri, but I'm not comfortable sharing this information.
Come on, Professor Oak, this is serious.
Okay, it was about 5 years ago. During that time, all men and gym leaders were forced to take part in the Pokemon War 2. Your father and Delia's husband, Pete, were no exceptions. Luckily, your father returned home safely after the first year of the war. However, Pete wasn't that lucky. He never made it back home alive. He died right before the day he was returning home. When Delia heard the news, it was too much for her to handle. She even considered taking her own life. However, her son Ash was what kept her going for all these years. Well, it was.
Professor Oak, what happened to Ash?
Unlike Blue and you, Ash started his journey 1 year earlier. He was given a Pikachu. That boy showed many promises of a fine trainer. Unfortunately, luck wasn't at his side. He was attacked in the Meridian City Pokemon Center by Team Rocket. When the police arrived, Ash had already fainted with what looks like the burnt fleshy remains of his Pikachu. When he woke up, the shock from his first Pokemon's death put him into an endless coma.
No way, so Ash's Pikachu was dead all along?
I'm sorry, Rodri, but what do you mean?
I saw Ash in the Orange Archipelago. He's traveling with his Pikachu.
Impossible. According to the nurse's report from Valencia Island, Ash is still in the hospital deep in his coma.
What? The Ash that's been traveling with me was a fake all along? Delia is being tricked by that Porygon.
Rodri, what are you planning?
Nothing?
Just focus on safety first, Rodri. Find Blue and Green and get out of the Orange Archipelago.
Okay, Professor Oak. I should call Professor Ivy. No one's picking up. I should head to Valencia Island. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done here for today. Next time, we're going to be making our way back to Valencia Island. So make sure you guys leave me some tips and comments on what's coming up. Go ahead and click that like button. And if you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and join the Purple Banditos today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.